Let's look at this question. So an equation in sin x, cos x, a and b is given to us, and the below two equation is asked to prove it. In this type of question, the first thing that I mentioned is get the number of equations. So here we have equation 1, only one equation we have, and the number of variables that we have is x, a and b. So we have to prove the first equation, which is in terms of sin x, cos x, a and b. So you cannot apply the rule here कि I can substitute one variable and prove the either one or two equation. That's not gonna work here. Here you have to look at the statement that is given to you. Now the very first intuition that comes here is, if I convert cos x into sin x, then I can get the value of sin x in terms of a and b. And once I get the value of sin x in terms of a and b, I can get the value of cos x in terms of a and b. And maybe if we look at the first statement that we have to prove, if I put the values of sin x and cos x in terms of a and b, it might be able to be the cause that I can prove what is required on the right hand side. So I will solve this question and get the value of sin x in terms of a and b. Here we can see that this is a quadratic equation in terms of sin square x. So we will try to get the value of sin square x. We get the value of sin square x as a upon a plus b. So we can get cos square x, which will be b upon a plus b. Now we will quickly substitute sin square x and cos square x values. Let's say we are going to prove for the second equation. So we have proved that LHS is equals to RHS, which was the second part of the question. Now the first part of the question is simple to prove it. If we substitute the value of n is equals to 2, we will get the first equation that we need to prove. So this is a very intuitive way in which you can solve this problem, and you can approach this question. Thank you.